So this is my playmat. I've had this playmat for almost a year. Like, the day I beat Sigrun in God of War was the day I got this playmat. And why am I showing off this playmat? Well, I got the Spirit Charmer Structure deck. Now, not only that, but during the next week or so, I am going to be off and on recording footage for a deck building video. One that's not in Master Duel. I'm not doing Master Duel. One I'm actually doing physically. So, and yes, obviously, the playmat and the structure deck on its own is enough to show what deck I'm making. And the crazy thing is, I'm getting this deck complete. I got this deck basically bought in 2 purchases, which is crazy. So, yeah. Now, off and on, I am going to be, as I get stuff in the mail, I am going to be recording the footage showcasing, this stuff I'm putting in the deck. But I already do have some stuff made in the deck, excluding stuff that from the structure deck and what else is coming in the mail. Now, for this structure deck, I paid $10.80 for, just for the structure deck, factory sealed. Now, the box came in a little bent, but that's not the seller's fault. That's shipping company. Now, again, I did mention I already have some stuff in the deck. So I'm going to go ahead and just showcase what I have in the deck right now before I open this structure deck. So got Artemis the Moon Maiden, because the Spirit Charmers are spellcasters, and it only makes sense to have Artemis as an extra deck monster. Got Nightmare Phoenix and Nightmare Unicorn to, one to destroy a monster my opponent controls, and one to destroy a spell or trap. Nightmare Unicorn just sends a target card on the field back to the deck or whatever. That's really all it does. And now for normal monsters. Awakening of the Possessed Rei-Sun Ryu. Awakening of the Possessed Gigabyte. Fuck. Shit. My card didn't want to stay. Gran Ryu. Still doesn't want to stay. What the fuck? Gigabyte. And then got Dark World Dealings. I'm in the spells. I added 2 spells that aren't part of the structure deck or that I haven't bought. And this Dark World Dealings is the first one. And the second one is Harpy's Feather Duster. Feather Duster is just a great addition in general. So, yeah. And now we go on to the traps. Spiritual Water Art Aoi. Spiritual Earth Art Kuragane. These 2 are in the structure deck. I just added an extra copy of each. Unpossessed, which is also in the structure deck. I'm just adding another copy. and Magician's Circle, which makes it to where if a spellcaster declares an attack, each player's spell summons one spellcaster monster with 2,000 or less attack from the deck in attack position. And it can be any spellcaster monster as long as it's got 2,000 or less attack. Hey! Why are you tearing this up, young man? But yeah, that's currently what I have in the deck at the moment. Now, we move on to the structure deck itself. Let me get sleeves. I know I got them somewhere around here. Fuck. Where's my shit? Oh, well, I'll get to it. Oh, never mind. I remember they are now. They're right here. And the reason why I'm getting the sleeves is because it's so I could sleeve the token card. So it's like 42 cards, I think. Let me count. No, there's 40 cards. 41 if I count the token. So got Asa the Earth Charmer, Area the Water Charmer, Heat of the Fire Charmer, Wind the Wind Charmer. I've already got one of those, but it's my Light Twin Shadow deck as Wind, as basically fodder for Wendigo, if I needed Wendigo. So we get one of each Charmer. We get one of each familiar possessed of variant of them. Awakening of the Possessed, Nefariouser Archfiend, Awakening of the Possessed, Greater Inari Fire, and which is why, and Race and Ryu and Gigabyte aren't in the structure deck, which is why I added them physically. Luckily, I had one copy of each. Just in my bulk. In my binder, so which I also have to get. Yeah, and this big boy full of cards. This all Yu-Gi-Oh cards, by the way. I happen to have one copy of each of those. Just one. Then we got Gigabyte, which I'm adding another copy of. Inari Fire, which I didn't have any other copies of, so I'm gonna have one of those in there. Ranryu, which I've already got I'm adding an extra copy of. Fairy Tail Sleeper, Fairy Tail Rella, Fairy Tail Luna, which I think I have extra copies of two of them. I know I have an extra copy of Sleeper, but I'm not sure I have an extra copy of Rella. It'd be a 4-star monster. 1850. I should I'm gonna add Honest to this deck on top of that. Cause I'm gonna have Lena the Earth, Lena the Light Charmer, as well as both artworks for familiar possessed Lena. So, and Honest only works on light monsters. With Lena being a light monster, it would work great. I'm looking for the Fairy Tale monsters. I have a Fairy Tale Sleeper. I'm gonna add an extra copy of Sleeper. Do I have any? Okay, that's 3-star monsters. I'm going back to the 3-star monsters. I really didn't mean to. Yeah, trying to see if I have any other Fairy Tale monsters. I've got another copy of Ranryu in here too. There's no reason for me to have 3 copies of it though. When did I get a Zolga? It shows how often I look at what's in this binder. I got another copy of Ranryu. I have 4 copies now. Because one is included in the structure deck. Since the Fairy Tale monsters are all 4 stars, if I see any 5-star monsters, that's when I stop looking. But yeah, I have so many cards. Right now I'm in the 5 stars. I had an extra copy of Fairy Tale Sleeper, just one. So you know what? I'm gonna add Sleeper to the deck. This copy of Sleeper to the deck as well. Okay, back to saying what's included in the structure deck. Witchcrafter Golem Aruru, which I have a copy of already. Now I've got 2. Dark Doriado, which is a pendulum monster. Thankfully, it's the only pendulum monster in the deck. Witch of the Black Forest, a classic card from the old days. Effect Veiler, Denko Sekka, and then we got the familiar possessed variants of each of the Charmers, which I already mentioned. Now, for the spell cards, we've got Grand Spiritual Art Ichiran, Awakening of the Possessed, Raigeki, which I've got another copy of, but I'm only keeping the one that's in this structure deck, because I only really need one. Secret Village of the Spellcasters, Spellbook of Knowledge, Terraforming, Book of Eclipse, Twin Twisters, Dark Ruler No More, and Spirit Charmers. Yeah, people are complaining that they added Dark Ruler No More instead of Evenly Matched. If I wanted to add a copy of Evenly Matched to this deck, I could literally just take my 1 copy from my Trap Tricks deck and add it to this. I mean, that's not really much of an issue, but that's just me. Now for trap cards, got Possessed Partnerships, Unpossessed, which I'm going to have 2 copies of in the deck. Spiritual Earth Art Kurigane, I'm going to have 2 copies of. Spiritual Water Art Aoi, I'm going to have 2 copies of. Spiritual Fire Art Kurenai, 1 copy. Spiritual Wind Art Miyabi, 1 copy. Metaverse, which I actually do have another copy of in this binder. Like in the binder, I've got another copy of that. But I'm only adding the 1. I'm only keeping the one. Dimensional Barrier, 1 copy of. And Solemn Warning, 1 copy of. And I get one of, what is it? 5 super rare token cards. So, let's go ahead and finally get this thing open. I've talked about it long enough. And I'm going to be working on this video off and on until I get everything in the deck in the mail. Oh, and I get a paper playmat too. Let's look at this. I mean, I know what the playmat's got on it, so. Here's the paper playmat. All structured decks come with one. The Traptrix deck came with one, which I've still got. And yeah. Oh, that's the token card I get. The token card immediately in the front. This is honestly the token card I was hoping to get. I was hoping to get this exact token card. Or at least the one where Aria's like doing Wynn's hair like hers, which is adorable. I was hoping for either this one or that one. But again, I like all the token. I've seen all the token variations of the token for you can get in the structured deck. So I mean, and they're all amazing. And of course got stuff for like, of course got like ads for Duel Links, Phantom Rage set, Legacy of the Duelist, which I've actually got on my PS4. I just don't have it installed. But yeah, keep in mind this structure deck was released before Master Duel was, which is why there's no Master Duel advertisement. But yeah. Right away, we've got the token. I'm going to sleeve this. What am I doing? No, let me get a better sleeve. Put this in my binder. That way it's nice and safe. Looks great in there. It really does. Alright, now this first card I was hoping I wouldn't get because I already ordered a copy of this monster with this exact artwork. We've got the alternate art Familiar Possessed Area. I was hoping to get the original art for the Familiar Possessed monsters. For all 4 of them. But it seems I got the alt art Familiar Possessed Area. Now I'm going to have 2 of this art. Which, again, I was hoping to get the original art. So, I ordered a copy of the alternate art. I'm sure over time I'm going to swap one of them out and get the original art. But until then, yeah. Then we got Awakening of the Possessed, Nefariouser Archfiend. Card looks amazing. So I know what the ultra rares are, at least. They put 3 of the ultra rares in the front. Then got Awakening of the Possessed, Greater Inari Fire. Another UR. Pretty cool. I can tell it's UR because how shiny it is. Grand Spiritual Art Ichiran. copy of Spirit Charmers. I think these are the ultra rares. Hold on. Let me read this. This structure deck includes 5 ultra rares, 4 fixed, and 1 of 4 variant art cards, 2 super rares, 35 commons, 1 of 5 super rare token cards, which obviously is all the token, 1 of 5. Yeah, I got 5 URs. I think this Raigeki's one of the 5 URs. I think it's one of the 5 URs. I mean, it looks cool, so most likely is. Got Possessed Partnerships. Asa the Earth Charmer. Area the Water Charmer. Hida the Fire Charmer. Wind the Wind Charmer. Now that I'm thinking about it, let me load up my eBay page. Because I'm pretty sure the Charmers themselves, not the familiar Possessed variants, but the Charmer variants themselves also have alt arts. If I remember correctly. Bro, can this thing fucking load? Why are you so slow? Yeah, again, I'm gonna be doing this off and on when I get stuff in the mail. It sucks, dude. It really does. Come on, load up. What the fuck is wrong with you? No, they only have one artwork. I mean, they do have all artworks, but as far as my knowledge goes, they haven't been released in North America yet. So, but I am getting all the familiar Possessed alternate artworks. I'm gonna have 2 alt art familiar Possessed areas, though, because again, I was hoping I would get the original art for all 4 of them, but yeah. Again, I can always get that later on. Nefarious Archfiend, Eater of Nefariousness. That's a fucking mouthful. Gigabyte, already mentioned that. Inari Fire. Ranryu, already mentioned that. Fairy Tale Sleeper, already mentioned that. Have that. Gonna have 2 copies of that. Rella. Luna. Aruru. Dark Doriado. Witch of the Black Forest. Effect Veiler, which is a tuner, and I never noticed that. Because again, who uses Effect Veiler, Ash Blossom, or any of the hand traps as tuners? Nobody. So, can you blame me for not knowing Effect Veiler is a tuner? Nobody uses the hand traps as tuners. Denko Seka. Awakening of the Possessed. Yeah, the Spirit Charmer cards and everything have great artworks, regardless of if it's the Familiar Possessed, the Familiars themselves, or it's the Charmers themselves. All good artworks. Suka's Village of Spellcasters. Spellbook of Knowledge. Terraforming. Book of Eclipse. Twin Twisters. Dark Ruler No More. 2 copies of Unpossessed. 2 copies of Kurogane. 2 copies of Aoi. Spiritual Fire Art Kurenai. Spiritual Wind Art Miyabi. Metaverse. Again, I've got another copy of Metaverse. I just only really need one because I got 1 copy of Secret Village of the Spellcasters. I got 1 copy of that, so I don't need 2 copies of Metaverse in the deck. Dimensional Barrier. Solemn Warning. Oh, never mind. I do get all 4 of the original arts for them. Awesome. All 4 original arts of Familiar Possessed variants. And again, I'm getting the alt. I single bought the alt arts for each of them as well. On top of that, so yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. And now, so yeah, I'm basically gonna have 3 copies of 3 Familiar Possessed areas, 2 of the alt arts, which, I mean, the other one I can just put in my binder, I guess. So that's not really a big deal. But hey, at least I got all the original arts for the deck for each of their variants. Now I just gotta sort spells, trap. I'm already done with that. But yeah, still got it sort. And again, this structure deck includes 0 extra deck monsters. So I had to add the extra deck monsters themselves, which I'm also getting the Link variants of the Spirit Charmers themselves, Lena included. I don't have Dark though, because I never really planned on using Dark, so really wouldn't have been any point to getting Dark if I wasn't going to use them. Alright, so traps are looked through. Awesome. Now got spells, which are all one-ofs. So, because they're all one-ofs, really no need for me to look through them. I of course put the charmer ones themselves in the front of the spells because they look pretty cool. And now we got the monsters themselves. Which I'm literally just gonna any one of. Holy shit. I've got a lot of cards to go through. And again, this is just from the structure deck itself. I've still got around like 13, 14, maybe 15 more to go. I'm waiting for in the mail. Even though one of those really isn't going to be a part of the deck, I got it because it looked cool, and it's not released in the TCG yet. So yes, it is going to be a Japanese OCG card that I'm getting in the mail as well. I'm looking forward to that. I am absolutely looking forward to that. And you bet your ass I am going to be using it. Well, not using it, but I'm going to be sleeving it and putting it in my binder when it comes in. I'm going to show it off too, even though, you know, it's not part of the deck, but still gonna show it off. And again, I know I don't have any Ash Blossom or Imperms in my deck or Call by the Graves, but again, if I wanted to add those, I could literally just take them from the decks and just add them. If I wanted to. But yeah, this deck, 2 purchases. Also, fun fact, this is a deck I've been wanting to work on since a couple months after I started working on my Live Twin Shadow deck. Back when it wasn't Twin Shadows, it was just going to be Live Twins with extra cards. I've been wanting to make this deck since then. About 2 years at this point. And obviously, you can see I'm getting it, so I'm getting it done, which is really cool. And yep. This is how thick the deck is at the moment, including the extra deck monsters. For now, at least. This is cool. I'm excited to finish. I've been excited to work on this deck for a while. Let me load I closed out my tab, so I gotta open eBay back up. Because now I gotta remove my structure deck from my purchases because I've got it in. I always do that. Whenever something comes in that I order, I remove it from my purchases. But yeah, you can see. All dark, familiar, possessed area. Ordered another copy. Because I'm stupid, I guess. But yeah, I got the familiar, possessed alt art for the others as well. As well as a Link monster variation. Lena Light Charmer, as well as the 2 familiar possessed artworks for her. Both familiar possessed artworks. And I've got other stuff coming in too. So yeah, I'm honestly excited to work on this. Continue working on this deck. And yeah, the next footage you're gonna see is whenever my next item comes in. So see you in like a couple seconds for you guys, but it's gonna be however long for me. Yeah, this is gonna be fun. Alright, so it's the following day after, I show off the stuff I got from the structure deck itself. I got 5 other cards that came in, which is weird because I was supposed to have 8. Apparently 3 of them didn't come in. I have no idea. They should have came in, but they didn't. I looked through both envelopes that came in for today, and nothing. Just 5. Now, I gotta take the deck out of the... Again, this is just a placeholder deck box until I get a proper deck box for this deck. Hey, so I'm gonna show off the one Lena the Light Charmer I got. Hi, buddy. Here's the Lena the Light Charmer I bought. Lena's kind of underappreciated. She really is. She's a great monster. And yeah, that's pretty cool. And then I got the 4 Blink variants of Area, Win, Asa, and Hida. So first off, got the Link variant for Win. Link variant for Area. The Link variant for Asa. And the Link variant for Hida. Now, I was also expecting 3 Win the Wind channelers but apparently they didn't come in for some reason. I have zero idea as to why they didn't come in when, it said they were delivered, but honestly, I couldn't tell you. Now, I paid how much? I paid $2.15 for Lena. I'm gonna calculate all this, by the way. So 1080 for the structure deck plus the 215 for Lena is $12.95 currently. That's the current total. And for the Link monsters, for the Link variants of Wind, Area, Lena, not Lena, Hida, and Asa, I paid $5.40. So add $5.40 to $12.95, we get $18.35. $18.35 spent so far on the deck. And again, this isn't all that's in the deck. So yeah, still got more to come. But I'm gonna, for whenever cards come in, I'm gonna add totals I paid for, just to, show you how much you can pay to get this deck made. Again, the Artemis, Nightmare Phoenix, and Nightmare Unicorn I had multiple copies of from the Genesis Impact booster box I got 2 years ago. So yeah, I just kind of had a few copies of each, so I just added one. So I did pay for them, but at the same time I didn't. But yeah, so far $18.35. That's actually pretty good. So far, still not done with the deck, but yeah. Again, gonna be probably a couple days until it's gonna be a couple days for me to record the next portion of this video, but it's gonna be a few seconds for you guys. So yeah, time for me to wait. Alright, so obviously I got more cards coming in. So I've got three envelopes today. Hopefully one of these has my 3 wins. I was supposed to get back on Saturday when I recorded the previous segment. But again, the three wind channelers I ordered, they didn't come in. So hopefully one of these is 3 envelopes is wins. Might honestly be this one here. Nope. Got the alt art familiar possessed Asa. Nice. Again, I got the alt arts for all the familiar possessed variants as well. But yeah, look at her. Looks great. Open the deck box. There's the Asa. Yeah, again, I sort these a certain way, so I always make sure I know what order everything is in. Did I not get? Yeah, I didn't get how much I paid for this thing. I think I paid around like $2 maybe. Hold on. Cause I should have gotten something that told me how much I paid for this card. I know it was around somewhere around $2. Let me check purchase history. Hold on. Wait a minute. I forgot. Shit. I can just see what all I ordered. Hold on. Nah, I didn't. Huh, weird. Okay, but why can't I see how much I paid for this? I guess I can't like say how much I paid for it, which sucks because I obviously like bought it, but apparently it was lightly played and it didn't even look like doesn't even look like it was. Let me look at the buy again. Maybe this is what I had to do. Yeah, people are charging like $6 for a familiar possessed also alt art. Why? That's just weird. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think I'll be able to see how much I paid for it. I think it was like $2. Cause for whatever reason, I can't see it, which is kind of lame. So, shit, I'm sorry. And now we got this second envelope. Oh, don't be one of these. Again, this one didn't come with a little piece of paper either. But this one I know for a fact I paid like $2 something for. It's my original art familiar possessed Lena that I ordered. Pretty cool. Again, that's the original art for the familiar possessed Lena. And now this, I know for a fact I do have price for. Somewhere around here. No, I don't. Shop similar. Fuck. Again, I know I paid over $2 for that familiar possessed Lena. And now the third and final envelope. This might be my Win the Wind channelers. This one actually did come with a. Oh no, it's not. It's my familiar possessed Lena. I paid $134 for a gold rare familiar possessed Lena. I wasn't even aware. I didn't even remember seeing gold rare in the name for the listing, but shit. At least I have a familiar possessed Lena. And here she is. Looking amazing. Look at the border, fucking beautiful. And again, still no Win the Wind channelers for some reason. So yeah, my Win the Wind channelers haven't come in yet. What the fuck? Like, viewing order details. It should have come in. That original or familiar possessed Lena, I paid 99 cents. It's before tax and shipping. It was free shipping. I paid a total of $33.86. View all details for familiar possessed Lena once it loads. Because again, I'm gonna try to sum up total. I'm not seeing, like, I'm seeing 99 cents and the shipping, but I'm not seeing everything with tax. Which is weird. So you know what? I'm just gonna add the price it paid for plus the tax. So 99.6 plus 69. That's 168. So add 168. Giving me a total of $20.03 for so far. Again, it says my When the Wind channelers were delivered. I haven't gotten them. A familiar possessed Lena alt art. 134. I'm just gonna add the total. Was 134. 2137. And then the familiar possessed Asa. Alt art. $149 plus $149 brings me a total of $22.86. That is crazy. Now, of course, give or take like $1 or $2 because, again, yeah. But so far, $22.86 worth of cards. Even though an extra 99 cents or more should, be here as well. Because in ordered 3 familiar possessed wins, haven't gotten any of them yet. It's a group of 3, I should say. It's a group of 3. So all 3 of them are coming in at the same time because I get the group of 3. But I haven't gotten them. So and it says they were delivered. I have no idea what they got delivered to. if at all. I just haven't gotten them yet for whatever reason. So I think I lost more. I think I lost like a little more than $1 because of that. But oh, looking at this familiar possessed Lina, the alt art, gold rare alt art. You probably can't see it very well, but I can see it plain as day, even looking through the camera, and yeah. It's definitely played because of that. But at least, no, it came in, which is cool. Again, no Lina the Light Charmer cards were included in the structure deck. So I had to look. So Lina was in dark from completely different sets. Complete from the structure deck and, other sets. So, yeah, I had to look. I actually had to look pretty good for the copies I got for good price, because I have seen people charging over $5 for one copy of each card. Which, yeah, honestly, absolutely not worth it. And this has come from someone who paid $11 for one card. So yeah, it's yeah. But this deck is actually coming along real nicely. This is how thick it is now. But take away the extra deck monsters. Yeah, you can't really see much of a difference, but there is a difference. There's a 7-card difference. And how many are in the deck so far, excluding the extra deck monsters? Wait. 4, 6. 58! I have that many in the deck? Sheesh. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to get rid of some stuff. Or at least remove some stuff. Because max deck capacity of 60. Yeah, the thing is, this this familiar possessed Lina alt art didn't even say it's been delivered. It just says that shipping was untracked. It doesn't even say it was delivered. And obviously it was delivered because I'm holding it right now. That's funny. But yeah, I'm gonna get rid of a copy of Runryu and Gigabyte because I don't need those as well. Because I only need one. I can only really control one at a time of those anyway. And I'm gonna get rid of a Spiritual Water Art Aoi and Kurogane. So that's 54 cards in the deck currently. Excellent extra deck monsters, because extra deck monsters are separate. I just put them up in the front so I know where they are. So whenever I go to shuffle the deck, whenever I plan on using these, yeah, just take the extra deck monsters, put them face down, and then, yeah, shuffle. I sort my cards a certain way. Like, I've done that with my Trap Tricks deck, X deck monsters in the front, normal monsters, and spells, and traps. And same with my Live Twin Shadow deck. Sort of the same way. But yeah, I can only control one of each of these. Runryu, Gigabyte, Inari Fire, and Neferi Hauser. I can only control one of each anyway. So, having two in the deck, kind of pointless, really. Since I can only control one of each. So, yeah. Again, you know the drill. Gonna have to wait until my next stuff comes in. Hopefully sometime before Friday. And, yeah. See ya soon, I guess. Alright, so it is the next day, and I obviously got another card in. Hi, Blood. How's it going? Come here. Aww. You're my little boy. Right there. You're such a good boy. Go lay down. Go lay down, you little butthead. And what is the card I got? Well, it's my familiar Possessed Wind alternate art. Yeah, unfortunately, it's still not the Win the Wind channelers I ordered. I paid like $1.06 for the, or like, I think it was $1.06 total for those. Still haven't come in yet. And keep in mind, it said they were delivered back on Saturday. Well, last Saturday, when this video's up at least. But, yep. Here's the familiar Possessed Wind alt art I bought. Very cool. Very nice. Put her right in front of the original art, familiar Possessed Wind. Now, I redid the math for everything I've gotten shown off so far. I redid the math. And for everything except the familiar Possessed Wind, which I'm going to get to here in a second, that total was actually $23.22. Now, I paid $2.63 for this familiar Possessed Wind after tax and everything, bringing me a total of $25.85 spent on this deck so far that I've shown off. Almost 26 bucks already. That is crazy. And yeah, getting there. Almost 26 bucks spent on this deck alone already. And now if we go on eBay, which is where I order all my cards from, if I don't get packs, whenever possible, if possible, because you know Walmart's almost got nothing when it comes to like Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh, because everybody always fucking buys this shit and scalps it. Which, people who do that can go fuck themselves. Well, they're just trying to make money. Yeah, but you're fucking preventing people who actually want to enjoy and collect. Making it so they can't buy this. Especially if it's something, especially if it's Pokemon. Like, kids love Pokemon. So, if kids want a Pokemon pack or whatever, they can't get one because people fucking buy large amounts of packs and fucking scalp all the shit in it, which is fucking stupid. But anyways, in my cart, well, what I've ordered, obviously, my 3 Win the Wind channelers haven't come in yet. They probably might not, unfortunately. I have the Alt Art Familiar Possessed Area that I ordered. The Lina Link monster, that hasn't come in yet. Then I also have Area the Fire Charmer's alternate art. And I have Asa the Earth Channeler coming in as well. That hasn't come in yet. And the one Japanese card I ordered. And when that comes in, I am going to show it to you. Most likely not going to add it into the deck. I just ordered it because it looked nice. And it was pretty cheap. I paid a little over $3 for it in total. So that's pretty good for a Japanese imported card. Yes, it's coming from Japan, by the way. That's actually still pretty good. In fact, hold on. Get my binder. It's from the same person, the same seller. Hold on. Let me get these out real quick. Shut up. Why don't you go lay down, you little butthead. The person I ordered this Japanese card, mystery Japanese card from, it's a mystery to you guys. I obviously know what it is since I paid for it. But that seller I bought that from is the same seller I got these from. Now keep in mind, when I got these cards, I only ordered these two. And yeah, they're in Japanese, by the way. And if you watch my Master Duel videos, where I use Witchcrafter, my Witchcrafter deck, you'll recognize these two cards. From this seller, when I got these cards, I only ordered these two cards. I got these two for free with these two cards. So, I have a feeling it's a possibility. Not saying it's going to be a real thing. Go lay down. But when this mystery card comes in, I might get another card for free along with it. Maybe. Considering it's going to be from the same seller I got these from. Also, a fun little fact. Like, if I was to work on a Witchcrafter deck, which I do plan on doing at some point still, of course, I can add and use these in tournaments. The foreign language cards are in fact legal in tournaments. So if I wanted to add these, instead of getting English versions of the cards, which they're like $1, a little more than that for an English version of the cards, so I'll probably get an English version of the cards anyway. But yeah, I can use these in a tournament, which is really cool. And for those who don't know the names, Witchcrafter Vice Madam and Witchcrafter Confusion Confession. Again, you'll recognize these you'll recognize the cards if you watched my Master Duel videos where I used the Witchcrafter deck. So yeah. Just a fun little thing. Tell you for those who didn't know. So yeah, if you have Japanese card, OCG card, or English or whatever foreign language cards, you can use them in a deck, but you have to have an English translation ready for them so people can understand the effects. So you know you're not doesn't look like you're cheating. But yeah, so technically speaking, like this mystery Japanese card I ordered, again, mystery to you guys, I could add in a deck if I wanted to, but I would just need an English translation for it. But considering how it's something for an archetype I am familiar with and isn't much different from certain other monsters in the archetype, I doubt I'm going to need an English translation for it. Because it's only going to change like, what, 2-3 words? That's it. If I were to add it to a deck. But, yeah. It's still pretty cool. Yeah. Doesn't look much thicker than it did the last segment of the video I recorded, because again I only got one card in the mail today, so yeah, not gonna look much different. But yeah, hopefully the rest of my cards come in soon, and hopefully I actually do get my Win the Wind channelers. But yep. See you in a couple seconds when, well, it's gonna be a couple seconds for you guys, but gonna be however long for me. So yeah. See ya soon. Alright, so here we are again. I'm recording this segment of the video the day I upload my first Senran Kagura Estival Versus video. And yeah, I got 2 cards that came in today. And no, they're still not the Wind Charmers I ordered. They're instead the alternate art Hida the Fire Charmer. So now I've got all the alt arts for Hida, Wind, Asa, Area, and Lena. Again, I don't plan on adding Dark to the deck, so yeah. And I got Asa the Earth Channeler to add to the deck too. Yeah, these cards are pretty cool. Again, they're essentially the same as the other versions of the monsters, so I don't think there's any difference to them. Also, at the time of me recording this portion of the segment of this video, I actually did test this deck out against Jesse 3 times, and I won all 3 times, and he used my Trap Tricks deck. I used this, an incomplete an incomplete deck. I beat him 3 times with it. Yeah. It's crazy, I know. Let me see how many cards are in the deck, excluding extra deck monsters. Because, again, they're extra deck monsters. They're separate. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, 42, 44, 46, 48, 50, 52, 54, 56, 57 cards. 57 cards in this deck. Already. Deck's almost complete. I'm waiting on one Link monster. And, you know, my Wind Channelers, but I doubt I'm going to get those. And even if I do, there's still one Channeler monster I do need to get. Well, technically 2, but again, one of them's not released in English in the TCG yet, so that's not really, yeah. But, yeah, 1. And as for the price I paid for the Familiar Persistita, Alt-Art, and also the Wind Channeler, Earth Channeler, I paid a total of $3.70 for those 2. Add that to my total of $25.85, and we get $29.55 spent on this deck. Yeah, not kidding. That's how much spent on this deck already. But yeah, again, still waiting on a few things. The Wind Channelers are some of them. Again, I bought a thing of 3, and they were supposed to be here a while ago. They haven't been here. I doubt I'm gonna get them, which is $1.07 down the drain. So I'm not buying that from that seller anymore. But yeah, I'm done. Thank you for watching. Well, this segment, I should say. Sorry, Force of Habit. But yeah, see you whenever something else comes in. It's going to be a little while for me, though, I'm sure. Oh, I didn't even start. But anyways, yeah, another card finally came in, and it is my Link version of Lena. So yeah, finally got my last extra deck monster in the mail. Now, here she is in all her beauty. I do need to mention an update about, my 3 Wind Channelers I ordered. That never came in. I contacted the seller, and the seller didn't get anything about my stuff coming in either, because, yeah, I messaged the seller. They apologized. They told me they didn't get anything about the shipping problem or anything like that, and so they issued a refund for me. Now, I'm not blaming the seller for the issue at all. It's not the seller's fault. I blame the shipping company. But with that with the refund I was issued, I paid $1.07 for 3 copies of that card, again, which again never came, and most likely never will. I did order a single copy of a card from one of the sellers from when I think it's the same seller I got my Lena the Light Charmer from. I think that's the same seller I got from. It's from one seller. It's from one of the sellers I bought at least one of these cards from. So, yeah, that's something. Hopefully that comes in. But yeah, this Lena the Light Charmer Link Monster cost me $1.08. Add that to the $29.55. I spent $30.63 on the deck. Which, yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, my extra deck is finished. This is the extra deck. Got When the Wind Charmer Verdant, Lena the Light Charmer Lustrous, Aria the Water Charmer Gentle, Hida the Fire Charmer Ablaze, Asa the Earth Charmer Immovable, Artemis the Magistus Moon Maiden. It just made sense to add Artemis to the deck because Spellcaster made sense. Nightmare Phoenix, obviously to get rid of one spell trap. And then Nightmare Unicorn just to send one card from the field back to their hand when Sling summoned. That's pretty much all those two are in there for. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8 extra deck monsters. And 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. $57 main deck cards. And again, max deck size I can have is 60. And I've got 57. And if in or when that When the Wind Channeler comes in, that'll be 58. Meaning I'd have space for like 2 extra cards if I wanted to add some. And again, if I wanted to add like Ash Blossom, Call by the Grave, and Permanence again, or something like that, I could just take one of them from one of my decks and add it at least temporarily. So, yeah. But yeah, so far, $30.63 for this deck. That's actually this deck is actually pretty cheap. Honestly, this deck was actually really cheap. Again, the Nightmare Phoenix, Unicorn, and Artemis I got from the booster box a couple years ago. So yeah, I've had those cards. So yes, I technically did spend money on them because I bought the booster box when it was sealed, and I pulled those cards, so I technically did buy them, but I didn't single buy them. But yeah, this deck is almost complete, which is crazy. Almost done with it. Almost done. Alright, so I'm back with this video, obviously, and the Familiar Possessed Area alt art I ordered. You know, because I wasn't expecting to actually get one of the alt arts, but yeah, I like I said, I got another copy of Area, so yeah, that's cool. If someone wanted a copy or something, I got it, and I paid $1.18. Add that to the $30.63. I would have spent. It was what, $30.68. Yeah, it just completely reset all my math. Luckily, I remembered the amount plus 118. And it would have been it would be $31.86. Yeah, it's crazy. Now, the Japanese card I ordered also came in. Apparently it came in yesterday, yesterday as in the time of me recording this section of the video, but apparently it came in yesterday. I didn't even know about it until my mom pointed it out to me a few minutes ago. So, yeah. But yeah, another look at the Familiar Possessed Area alt art right here. But yeah, I'm not showing off the Japanese card yet. I'm going to show that off last, because yeah, it just makes sense to show it off last. But yeah, again, I've already got 2 copies of this monster in the deck. One with the original art, one alt art. I was stupid, bought an alt art single, but oh well. Nice to have another copy, I guess, just in case, one of my copies gets ruined somehow. I got another copy. But yeah, let me grab my binder. Big boy binder. I'm not showing off my Japanese card yet. I want to, but I'm saving that for last. But yeah, the Japanese card is right in here. I'm saving it for last. But yeah, now I'm just waiting on one more card, and that's my... Well, technically 3 cards. Well, yeah, actually it is 1 card. Waiting my Win the Wind channeler that I ordered. Because I ordered 3 copies, and those never came in, so I got refunded. And I ordered a single copy of the card. Just waiting on that now. But yeah, I'll see you when that comes in. Hopefully it comes in soon. I didn't even... What? Okay. I didn't even start the recording, but alright. So, yeah. This is actually the last... Wait, fuck. But yeah, my last card finally came in. Yes, the Win the Wind channeler finally came in. Now, obviously, like, I ordered 3 copies of Win the Wind Chandler for $1.07. Those never came in, so I contacted the seller, and they gave me a full refund for it because they never came. So I spent that $1.07 refund on this copy of Win the Wind Chandler. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I was really only going to use 1 copy of Win the Wind Chandler in the deck because I only really needed 1. And so the other 2 are going to stay in my binder, just untouched. And you're probably thinking, well, why did you try to order 3 then? Nothing wrong with having duplicates. So, I mean, there's that. But, yeah, anyway. I've spent 3 weeks at this point working on this video. Yeah, for you, it's only been however long this video is. But for me, it's been 3 whole weeks I've been working on this video. Yes, during my Senran and Kagura Estival Versus videos, my Ratchet and Clank playthroughs, those. I was working on this video during all that, so think of how much work I put in this video. But yeah, anyways, here it is. My Win the Wind Channeler. And it's going in my deck. Hi, buddy. Say hi. Say hi to everybody. Say hi to the people watching at home. What? Yeah, you're a little asshole. I know. But you're so cute. Yeah, let me... put her in front of Asta? Boy. Atreus, calm down. Yeah. Boy. So now that's been added to the deck. I can give the total for the deck so far. So it was 1, 3186 plus 107. $32.93 for the deck. Yes, I'm not kidding. Almost 33 bucks spent on this deck as a whole. That is crazy. And you have to remember, about a third of it was for the structure deck, which was 40 cards. So, yeah, that's actually still pretty good. And, yeah, when I recorded the last segment of this video, my Japanese OCG card I ordered came in. Let me open up eBay so I can show off the total I paid. Well, say the total I paid. And while that's loading up, stop it. I'm gonna take this out of the plastic. Huh. Interesting. I got, along with my card I actually ordered, I got 2 Rush Duel Yu-Gi-Oh! Monsters and 2 Card Fight Vanguard, or whatever the fuck it's called, cards as well. Again, I didn't order the Vanguard cards or the Rush Duel cards, so yeah, I just got some extra cards, I guess. Again, this from the, I got this OCG card from the same seller. I got these 2 cards from 2 years ago. Same seller. So, and they're Japanese, so obviously they're imported. They were imported from Japan. So, yeah. I got more Japanese imports, which is really cool. Okay, now go. I'm going to show off the extra cards first, and then I'm going to show the card I actually ordered. So these are the first. These are the 2 Card Fight Vanguard cards I got. You know, to help protect it. That 1 card I actually ordered. And I got 2 Rush Duel Japanese cards as well. Probably to also protect it. And now, the card I actually ordered. Now, before I show this off, I needed to say, this card, as of me recording this, is not out in the TCG yet, as far as I know. So, I possess an OCG version of this card, and it is Area the Water Channeler. Yeah. Area the Water Channeler. The last one to get a Channeler variation. Now, of course, the card is in Japanese, so I can't really read it. But if it's like any of the other Channeler cards, you know, like my Win the Wind Channeler that just came in, I'm going to read the effect for you. Obviously, the card is always treated as a Charmer card. Duh. You can discard this card in one other. Whoops. You can discard this card in one other Master. Fuck, I can't talk today. You can discard this card in one other Wind Monster. Add 1 Wind Monster with 1500 or less defense from your deck to your hand, except to win the Wind Channeler. Also, you cannot activate monster effects for the rest of this turn, except Wind Monsters. When a Wind Monster you control is destroyed by battle while this card is in your hand, you can special summon this card. You can only use each effect of Win the Wind Channeler once per turn. Obviously, also the Earth Channeler is got the same effect, except instead of wind, it's earth. But, and if those are anything to go by, Area's effect is literally the same thing, except water monsters. And there is also one other card I do plan on adding to this deck so it actually ends up finished. I have not ordered it yet. I'm pretty sure I'll order it at some point. And that's Hida the Fire Channeler. Which, again, the effect's anything to go by. It's literally the same as the other 3, but fire. So, makes sense. Now for this Area the Water Channeler, I paid $3.24. So add that. To the total. And we have $36.17. $36. That is insane. And again, this is a deck. This is a full-on deck. Again, not complete because I'm still missing Heat of the Fire Channeler. But when I do get Heat of the Fire Channeler, this deck will be complete. Now, I do need to mention that I may or may not add this to the deck because earlier on in the video I did say that I can use a card with another different language in a deck. I just have to have an English translation. But again, since the channels are basically the exact same, except for, you know, the type of monsters, like one's earth, one's wind, one's fire, one's water. Like, if people knew about the channeler effects, I'm sure it really wouldn't be too much of an issue. But yeah. This card is from the Rage of the Abyss set, which again, as far as my knowledge goes, as of this recording, is not out here in North America yet, so yeah, pretty neat card. I may or may not add it to the deck. If I do, I'm going to have to make some room. But in the meantime, it's going in the binder. Right next to my Vice Madam and my Witchcrafted Confusion Confession. Right next to him. I saved a spot. Right next to him. Oh. Okay. Well, someone just turned the light off. So I turn it back on. But yeah, and I'll show this off again as well. This is the token card I also got from the structure deck. Now you get one of 5 token cards. This is the one I managed to get. So yeah, pretty cool. I have that in the binder as well. Which is pretty neat. But yeah, still not done. Because there's still stuff I do want to do for this video. Again, this is a really long video. I'm sorry. I was personally not expecting it to be this long. But it just managed to be this long. What I'm going to do first is I'm going to count the amount of cards I have in the deck, excluding the extra deck, because I'm going to have 7 monsters in the extra deck. Well, it's not 7, 8 cards in the 8 monsters in the extra deck. 1 Wind the Wind Channeler Verdant, 1 Lena the Light Charmer Lustrous, 1 Area the Water Charmer Gentle, 1 Heat of the Fire Charmer Ablaze, 1 Asa the Earth Charmer Immovable, 1 Artemis the Magistus Mood Maiden, 1 Nightmare Phoenix, and 1 Nightmare Unicorn. That's my extra deck. We got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40. Again, I can only have a minimum of 40 cards in a deck and maximum of 60. 42, 44, 46, 48, 50. 52, 54, 56, 58 cards in the deck. And again, if I wanted to like add or switch some cards, I can always do that. But yeah, there's one more thing I do want to do, and that's to show the deck in Master Duel. Now, it's not finished, but I do want to show what I have in my Master Duel version of this deck. So, let's go ahead and see that, shall we? And here we are in the decks. Now, obviously, I've been working on Charmers a bit here and there. And as you can see, I'm actually pretty far into the progress of making it. Now, I'm going to show off the extra deck first. Because, again, I have the extra deck in the front. It's just easier for me to keep track of that way. So for the extra deck, we got Win the Wind Charmer Verdant. She's in the extra deck. 1 Lena the Light Charmer Lustrous. She's in the deck. 1 Area the Water Charmer Gentle. She's in the deck. Hida the Fire Charmer Ablaze. She is in the deck. Asa the Earth Charmer Immovable. She is in the deck. Artemis the Magistus Moon Maiden. She is in the deck. Nightmare Phoenix. It is in the deck. Nightmare Unicorn. It is in the deck. So as you can see, extra deck is good. I just gotta again, I'm still working on tier limits, and that's almost done as well. In fact, I'm going to show off the progress in my tier limits deck real quick. But yeah, this is my tier limits deck. As you can see, it's almost done. But yeah, once I get the tier limits deck finished, I'm gonna finish working on the Charmer. Well, I'm gonna continue working on the Charmer deck. And now we got normal monsters in the deck. Now I'm gonna separate them real quick from the spells and traps. That way it's much easier for me. So we got 2 Familiar Possessed Winds. The alt arts are not in the game, so I have to work with the original arts. There are 2 in the deck. Familiar Possessed Lena. I've got 2 in the deck. Perfect. Familiar Possessed Area. Got 2 in the deck. 1, 2. Excellent. 2 Familiar Possessed Hidas. Yeah, I have 7 Familiar Possessed Hidas for some reason. I don't know why, I just do. But, yep, still, 2 are in the deck. That's good. 2 Familiar Possessed Asas. In the deck, yep. 2 Fairy Tale Sleepers. 1. Obviously, I've got 2, but only one of them is crafted. And if I needed to like swap out a certain card for something else, I will do that. But yeah, one Win the Wind channeler. Don't have it crafted, but it is in the deck. One Asa the Earth channeler. Not crafted, but it is in the deck. And while I'm at this, I don't have a physical card for Hida the Fire Charmer. Well, I mean, not Fire Charmer, Fire Channeler. But just so you know, it is in the deck. And now we got one Win the Wind Channeler. She is in the deck. One Lina the Light Charmer. She is in the deck. One Area the Water Charmer. She is in the deck. One Hida the Fire Charmer. She is in the deck. One Asa the Earth Charmer. She's in the deck. Awakening of the Possessed Greater Inari Fire. I've got one of those. It is in the deck. Awakening of the Possessed Nefariouser Archfiend. Got one of those. And it is in the deck. Awakening of the Possessed Reisun Ryu. It is in the deck. Awakening of the Possessed Gigabyte. In the deck. Perfect. Ranryu. It is in the deck. Gigabyte. Wherever it is. It is in the deck. Awesome. Inari Fire. It is in the deck. Nefarious Archfiend, Eater of Nefariousness. It is in the deck. Straighten up my cards real quick. I've already been through. Honest. Don't have it crafted, but it is in the deck. Effect Veiler. Got one of those. It is in the deck. I got this Effect Veiler from buying the Effect Veiler like bundle deal for like 750 gems. So yeah. I didn't need to craft this one. But it is in the deck. Witchcrafter Golem Aruru. I got one in the deck. And there she is. She's in the deck. Witch of the Black Forest. Not crafted, but it is in the deck. Denko Seka. Alright. Yeah, again, I have two Ash Blossoms. I don't have Ash Blossoms in the deck physically. But, again, if I feel the need to, like, swap a card out and whatever, again, I can do that. But looking for a Denko Seka. Crafted and in the deck. Fairy Tail Luna. Not crafted, but in the deck. Fairy Tale Rella. Crafted and in the deck. And then we got Dark Dorado. I'm not seeing Dark Dorado. Not in the deck. So let me... Now she's in the deck. Awesome. So that's normal monsters and the extra deck monsters done. Now we go on to the spell cards. First on the list is Spirit Charmers. Don't have it crafted, but it is in the deck. Awakening of the Possessed. Ugh. Alright, so back to where it was before I was rudely interrupted. But... Awakening of the Possessed. Luckily the spells and traps are easier to look through. Awakening of the Possessed. It is not crafted, but it is in the deck. Grand Spiritual Art Uchirin. Thankfully, it's right next to Awakening of the Possessed. It's not crafted, but it is in the deck. Raigeki. Obviously, you get a Raigeki for free, so I don't need to craft it. But it is, in fact, in the deck. Harpy's Feather Duster. As you can see, it's in the deck. Now, Harpy's Feather Duster was one card that wasn't included in the structured deck. But, luckily, I did have an extra copy. So, I decided to add it. Twin Twisters. It is in the deck. Book of Eclipse. Honestly, I could go without the Dark World dealings. Book of Eclipse is in the deck. Straighten up the deck again. Again, I'm gonna take the Dark World dealings out. Terraforming, I'm going to remove as well from the deck because it's banned in Master Duel. So I'm just going to remove it as well. I'm not sure if it's banned in the TCG yet. Probably not. But just in case, I'm removing it. Dark Ruler no more. I don't have it in the deck because most people would prefer to have evenly matched in the deck, which I did swap. I did end up swapping evenly matched out instead of Dark Ruler no more, so I'm going to remove that from the deck as well. Spellbook of Knowledge. Crafted and in the deck. And then Secret Village of the Spellcasters. It is crafted and in the deck. And last but not least, we have trap cards. So I have 2 copies of them possessed in the deck physically. But as you can see, I only have 1 included. So I'm going to take out 1 copy from my deck. But in Master Duel, Unpossessed is in the deck. And it's crafted. Possessed Partnerships. It is crafted and in the deck. Spiritual Wind Art Miyabi. It is crafted and in the deck. Spiritual Water Art Aoi. Crafted in the deck. Spiritual Fire Art Kurenai. Crafted in the deck. Spiritual Earth Art Kurogane. Crafted in the deck. Dimensional Barrier. Crafted in the deck. Solemn Warning. Crafted in the deck. Metaverse. It is not crafted, but it is in fact in the deck. And Magician's Circle, the final card. Crafted and in fact in the deck. There we go. Well, that is my Charmer deck. Well, again, if I want to add like certain cards and remove some, like I obviously have the ability to. Like again, I added an Imperm, swapped just because I felt like it would be a good option. Evenly matched, because most people actually prefer this over Dark Ruler No More. Called by the Grave, for obvious reasons. This was not included in the deck. I just thought I just added it in because back row removal always good to have. It really is. And of course, Ash Blossom. Of course. So, yeah. And again, Heat of the Fire Channeler, I do not have physically, but I do plan on getting her at some point. But yeah, with that said, that's my Charmer deck. $36.17. That's crazy. But yeah, I'm gonna end this video here. Thanks for watching. This was 3 weeks well spent, I'd say. And $36 well spent. Take care.